Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Crofton Chamber podcast. My name is Adam Pohl. We're closing out 2021 in style with Andy Morsberger, who is the managing partner of Minuteman Press of Crofton, Canton, and Federal Hill. We can't wait to get started with Andy, but first, we want to say a big thank you to D4 Strategies Innovative Communications. They've got a short video for you, and that's coming up right now.
Public relations. Communications. Below-line marketing. We tell the power of your story. D4 Strategies, Innovative Communications.
Thanks again to D4 Strategies for helping us put together this podcast, this conversation. And Andy, we want to thank you for joining us today. And it's just wonderful to have you on. And, as we get into it, I want to say Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Great to be on here today.
A new thing. We are recording this just prior. We're actually still in 21. You might be watching this in 2022, but we were recording this in 2021. So, but Andy, how were your holidays? I know it's a really busy time of year for Minuteman Press.
Yeah, very busy. I mean, my family usually does very basic things, so it's largely been quiet, just kind of enjoying time with each other, enjoying some time off. Just kind of a crazy end of the year with Omicron and everything, kind of getting everybody, seems like everybody's sick these days, but we've been navigating it well and looking very forward to 2022.
That's wonderful. And I think that, obviously you guys are Minuteman Press, but one thing that people don't realize is the scope of services that you provide to businesses. Is that something that for you, Andy, stands out when you meet with somebody for the first time, that there almost is a lack of understanding that you guys do so much?
Oh, absolutely. That's one of the big things I spend my time doing is when I meet with people, I really want them to understand what differentiates us in terms of both the wide array of products and services that we can help them with at very, very competitive pricing, but also that we explain them how we really approach print and tangible marketing and all the product services we sell from a very consultative approach. And a lot of times it takes a bit for people to understand that because it's so different. Many people in my industry like to just take orders or say, hey, you're in this industry, you need this product, where I like to sit back and say, okay, what is your style? Who's your audience? How do you market? What types of marketing are you doing? What's working, what's not? And then help you really round out or build up your marketing so that you're ready for whatever opportunities come your way. And yeah, a lot of my time is spent sitting down with people, explaining this process, explaining this way of thinking, and helping them to see how I could be a real asset for them in terms of growing their business and being prepared for future opportunities of varying types.
So with that being said, what are, beyond what we might think of as a regular print shop, what are some of the other services that you guys provide?
So a lot of people know that we do, brochures, business cards, all that stuff. A lot of people don't realize our expertise in direct mail. I've been involved in direct mail since 2008. I know a lot about the postal system, and beyond the postal system, I also know how to do mailers that involve shipping. If you need to ship packages, gift boxes, things like that to people.
Andy, let me jump in right there because I think it's interesting. I think that the pandemic has affected things in a lot of ways, but one thing it has done, it has made our workforce as a nation so many more people are working from home. I mean, 5 years ago, it was abnormal to have anybody work from home. And now I know that that many of my friends now see working from home as their future. And direct mail, marketing is all about reaching people where they are. Direct mail is marketing to people right at their home. I feel like it is a kind of something that's going to be more effective going forward.
Absolutely. Direct mail has a very strong track record of efficacy.
Mhm.
And one of the interesting things with that e-commerce has done is gotten people excited by and used to getting things in the mail in way, whether it be a package, whether it be envelopes. You know,
Sure.
the running joke about, you know, your daily Amazon delivery is a real thing. You know, maybe it's not Amazon, but people are getting stuff all the time, so they're much more used to seeing what comes in, going through it. You know, going to their mailbox, because USPS delivers a lot of, you know, packages now. So there's you have an audience that's already primed and of varied industries, and also you have an audience that's now dispersed a lot of times. There's a lot of hybrid stuff going on. There's with all the stuff with Zoom and all the stuff that's come with working remotely. There's also a digital burnout where people are glad to get a gift from you, or a thank you, or some in a tangible format that they can put on their desk or file away for when they need it, depending on what you're sending them. There's just so many opportunities to make those impressions in a tangible in-person way without having to be at people's offices, or, you know, their home offices directly. And that's one of the things I love to open people's mind to, is thinking about all the ways they can take advantage of that.
Yeah, I think that it's very unique how things can the way that the world works can affect things in ways that you don't think. But going beyond direct mail, what are some of the other avenues that you guys operate within?
I'm sorry, what was that again?
Other than direct mail, because I kind of cut you off, you know,
Oh, sure,
in
sure.
your answer
What
about
other
that, because
things?
there's such a diverse array of things that you guys can do.
So promotional items of all kinds are a
Mhm.
really booming area right now. I mean, there's so many things you can personalize that you it can be overwhelming to the average person to go on your average promotional site and browse and like, okay, what makes sense for me? Where do I start? How do I even pick an item or even a category? And so one of the things I really like doing is really helping people narrow down their focus based on what they're trying to do. Are they trying to thank somebody? Are they trying to prepare people for an event? Are they trying to give somebody something that's going to be a constant reminder, like, hey, I know you don't need my services very often, but, you know, when your AC breaks, or when your computer's acting up, I want to be on your desks, you know, so I'm the first person you call. So we help people with a wide variety of that. Apparel and clothing items are also very popular. And one of the things we love to educate people about is that you can get these items while also contributing to creating a market for recyclable materials. There are
Mhm.
awesome
Oh
clothing
wow.
lines and a lot of different product lines now that incorporate recycled plastics, recycled fabrics, recycled paper, depending on what we're talking about. And so a lot of companies are also buying, you know, of green energy credits and stuff with to offset, you know, the impact of their manufacturing. There's also a lot of suppliers now. If you're concerned about how far your products are traveling, I can help you figure out items that are made relatively near to where you are.
Right.
That can also help with supply chain issues and speed of getting stuff, but it also helps reduce your overall environmental impact when you're getting these items. So you can get the marketing materials you need, but also not feel so guilty about being a part of the problem.
Yeah, you know, it's funny. I used to buy all promotional things for a minor league baseball team, and where the product you were purchasing, where it was being made, was so important as far as all aspects, from price to how long it would take to get it. So it really is important for a consumer to understand that and work with somebody that can help lead the way. Yeah, so with all of that being said, with that broad variety of things that you're able to bring forth, does that make your job, Andy, more fun? Because like
Oh yeah.
you're not coming to somebody and saying, you know, okay, I make this one item of food, like buy this hamburger, you know, like you're going there and saying, here is a broad array of things, and I can help you to maximize basically you know, what you're doing, depending on, you know, what are the types of things you're trying to accomplish. I mean, you can have a different approach for everybody you meet.
Yeah. And I love problem solving.
Hmm.
That's my favorite aspect of what I do. I love taking on challenges, being brought projects, and really helping people solve them in a way that also makes their life easier. I've noticed that in my industry, a lot of people have services like I do, but they're fragmented in that there are different divisions, and often the customer has to know what they want and know who to go to and kind of coordinate their overall project themselves, or at least be heavily involved. I really pride myself on making it as easy as possible for my clients to take on these marketing projects without having to be so heavily involved if they don't want to. Some of my clients really do like to be heavily involved, but a lot of them are busy. They need to focus on their business, or they're afraid of marketing more because they think it's going to eat up tons of their time.
Hmm.
And because not just the actual time marketing, but also that the time coordinating, getting everything together, making sure things match and they're available at the right times. I really like to take on those bigger, multifaceted problems, and use all the resources at my disposal to help. I mean, Minuteman has so many Minuteman Corporate has so many contracts with major manufacturers and suppliers and vendors that I really have, honestly, an unparalleled amount of tools that I can use to help people. And also with all the chamber networking and other networking I do, I have a wide range of local connections where if somebody comes to me and with a marketing problem, and in the course of it something else pops up, I'm ready to make referrals to great people who can help with whatever that is. So I really enjoy being able to bring all that to the table and really be able to problem solve a bunch of different things, and have like different challenges and different stuff every week.
We are joined today by Andy Morsberger here of Minuteman Press of Crofton, Canton, and Federal Hill. This is the Crofton Chamber podcast. My name is Adam Pohl. Andy, it strikes me too that you have a product that really every business is going to need some aspect of what you do at some time. I mean, even just a small one-person business is going to need a business card, right? I mean, everybody's going to need some aspect of what you do. So with that being the case, how has networking helped you? Because I know that you're somebody that has done a lot of work through the local chambers of commerce. And I feel that knowing people, having warm leads, it's really been so beneficial for you in your business approach.
Oh, absolutely. And it's not just about the leads. My primary focus in networking is always on building relationships and partnerships.
Mhm.
I love to get to know people, not just because I want to sell stuff to them or because I think I can help them, but because I know that there's a lot I don't know. The world is always changing. People always coming up with new ideas. People always refining existing ideas or doing things better. And I love to learn from other people, and I love to know who can help me or my clients with different things. So I really pride myself on using networking primarily to build those relationships and contacts and partnerships. And then what I found is when you do that, and when you really focus on the giver's gain idea, how
Mhm.
can we help each other? How can we, make this a win-win for all involved? The business just flows. People realize that when they sit down with you, they're going to have a real conversation. You're not going to pitch stuff at them. They're not going to be stuck in like a timeshare or telemarketing situation. We all how that happened. You meet them at a network event, you give them out your info. Next thing you know, you're added onto their daily email list. You're being
Mhm.
called all the time, and when you finally sit down, it's, oh yeah, nice to meet you. Yeah, you're from that event. Now on to my 30-minute PowerPoint, or here, read all these materials as I walk you through line by line. I mean,
Right.
we've all had that, and it's very frustrating because networking is about, and one-to-ones especially, are about getting to know each other, getting to understand what you as a person bring to whatever you do, and how your perspective, your experience on it can really help you make the most of whatever you do. And I really like to learn that about people, and I like to have those kind of conversations. And if in the course of that, conversations about stuff I do come up, I'm always happy to show how I can help. But I always do it in a very relaxed, let's have a real conversation way. I'm always happy to answer questions. I'm always happy to talk about anything people want me to talk about in terms of what I do. But I really like to embrace the giver's gain and the true, what I consider the true one-on-one model. So that's my favorite part, and what I see the most value in of when it comes to networking.
Undoubtedly. Andy, looking forward, last question here. What is your job fairly have much seasonality to it? I mean, obviously, I know that going into the Christmas holiday, there's a lot of people, a lot of events, a lot of the whole, Christmas card, kind of thing. Or is it pretty steady in your business throughout the course of the year?
So it used to be, and this is something I've learned about networking. When you're out there, when you're talking with people, and when you're having these type of conversations, seasonality can really change. It might used to be very seasonal, but because of the way I really embrace the networking I just talked about, I find that even during the holiday season, people when they have some downtime, or when they're sitting looking at the end of the year and thinking about next year, there's a lot of opportunities to help people think, and that actually can keep me very busy, because a lot of what I do involves not just sitting down and getting to know people and talking about what I do, but when they present me problems, me going and doing the research, finding the best products, putting together package pricing, putting together what the process is going to be to solve their problem or accomplish whatever they need me to, and that whole process, I found, just keeps me busy consistently. So yeah, really now it's just a matter of the seasonality has gone to really it's kind of gone into the background a lot, and I don't know if that's fully because of COVID and the fact that people have changed their work schedule and kind of spread out their work and don't just cram it all in and go this crazy work then stop, then work then stop, or just that. But yeah, I see a lot more consistency, and I enjoy it because I love what I do.
Yeah, and I think that's beneficial, for your business long term. Andy, thank you for doing this. I think it's been a really great chat, and once again, we appreciate it, and wish you the best of luck in an outstanding 2022.
You too. We're glad to be on here. Glad to be a part of the Crofton Chamber, and yeah, I'm very excited to see what 2022 has to offer.
All right, folks, we want to say a big thank you once again to our sponsor, D4 Strategies. My name is Adam Pohl. That's Andy Morsberger, the managing partner of Minuteman Press of Crofton, Canton, and Federal Hill. Actually, Andy, one last thing. Give us your email if people have anything they need, and also your website.
Sure, I'll give you my three, and I'm happy to give out my cell too. I have no problem. I pride myself on being available. So you email first, Andy, ANDY, at MMP Crofton, which is CROFTON.com. So that's Andy at MMPCrofton.com. Website is MMPCrofton.com. And if you ever want to call or text me, 410-991-0852. I pride myself on happily having text conversations whenever, or something phone calls whenever available. So feel free to reach out anytime.
Awesome. Thanks again, Andy. And we hope everybody has a very happy new year.